right, pick a card. Pick a card. All right, let's see. Hang on. All right, let's do this. All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2. Hang on. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, get that out of the way. There's only supposed to be 9 cards. That's 9 cards in the movie. So, all right, let's see. What's what we got here? The Jack. All right, that means that you're a jackass. Let's see what's next. Oh, 8. You ate a lot of food. And then let's see. And then there's the King. There's the King is the king of the clubs. It means you're the party goer. And then 9 of hearts. It means you have no hearts. And 9 in German. 4 of hearts. That's you got 4 hearts. You're like 2 doctors in one, and then you're the ace of diamonds. That doesn't mean anything. The 4 of diamonds. That means you're 4 diamonds. That means you play baseball a lot. 2 of clubs. 2 of clubs. Let's see. You means you got 2 clubs. You're probably a really violent policeman. And then the Queen of diamonds. That means you're. Hello there, CriterioNate here. This is my God. All right, I'm trying. I'm really trying with these damn intros. Anyway, oh God, what number? Oh God, I forgot what number this is. Well, we're back. We're back, and we are. This is one of those rare rewatches. I'm giving a movie another shot here, and I am here to talk about what number is it? Number 73. Agnes Varda's Cleo from 5 to 7, or Cleo 1 week checkout, 1 week renewal, late charge $1 per day from 5 to 7, Mill Valley Public Library. Anyway, 1962, 90 minutes, black and white, Carl. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, one of the things you may notice, I've done this back in 2013, 2014, whatever. And actually, I can tell you what day I uploaded it, because I've got the original review up. I was rewatching it June 22nd, 2014. Good for me. I'd actually gotten the 2007, 2008 pressing that was in the 4 by Agnes Varda set. That's why I was able to watch all the supplements, and all that. And like going back, I probably, if I had known, I'd have I mean, I don't know, but honestly, I wouldn't have probably rewatched those things. I think I got it because I wanted to make sure I had those supplements in hand, And this time around, I wanted to talk about the movie again. I didn't want to talk about the supplements, so I got the original. I ended up getting the original pressing from 2000, that didn't have any supplements on it. So I was like, okay, but that's fine, But I was like. And I was trying to remember, did I talk about the supplements? And of course, I do remember talking about them. I looked at the list and I was like, okay, I remember this and this and that and this and that. So, there. Anyway, Cleo from 5 to 7. Now, I'm rewatching this because I want to start off by reading the comment that spurred me to watch this one again. Let me pull this up here real quick. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry, I'm reading my comment to... Alright, someone named J. George commented, a year ago, commented on Cleo from 5 to 7, and made a comment about it, and looking back, I'm surprised, I gave it an A. I gave it an A, and I'm a little surprised because I definitely would not have given this movie an A today. In fact, I actually probably going to give it a lower rating than that, watching it again, because of the fact that it is, I think I gave Varda the benefit of the doubt because while she was doing a French New Wave movie, it wasn't a Godard New Wave movie. But again, the problem is I think all the New Wave movies kind of clump into each other after a while. And so because of that, they all look the same, and they all look like, one after the other, and Godard was, the king of French New Wave. There's nobody like him, the way what he did with graphics and, titles and intertext and stuff like that. So random color sequences and black and white. You know, obviously with the color. Pretend this is all in black and white, by the way. You know, the card, the tarot sequence in color, and everything else in black and white. You know, that's that kind of stuff that you can't, you know, that nobody else did, or I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, like, just watching it again, I think because it's a new wave, I'm just not a fan of the French New Wave. I think it's very I know what I'm trying. I feel like I know what I'm trying to say, but I'm trying to be constructive with my criticism. It's a little self-indulgent at times, and I think there's a lot of people who agree with me, and a lot of people who wouldn't agree with me. I think that's a fair assumption to make of French New Wave at first glance. And obviously, I'm making a lot of these movies I'm watching. This is the first, I think, French New Wave movie I've watched more than once. So, yeah, I mean, and again, watching it again, I feel like just analyzing her character, the character of Cleo, I wasn't a fan less of a fan nowadays because of just, I feel like I'm hanging on to certain lines a little more, and I think I'm starting to just, I'm letting myself get a little too involved and center myself on just bits and pieces and not looking on the movie as a whole. So anyway, I wanted to read the comments, and I was watching a little bit of my earlier review, which, again, I hate doing because I don't like the way my voice sounds. I definitely don't like the way my voice sounds now because I'm getting sick. So I hope I never have to watch this review again. But anyway, let me show you. Let me read you the comment. Because let's see. Yeah, so this is someone named J. George commented about a year ago and said this. I almost feel the need to break down the symbolism in Cleo 5 to 7. Hearing you describe it and having seen it and having a love for French New Wave cinema, I feel as if so much was completely missed. I respect that it may not be everyone's style, yet at the same time to reduce it to being weird and about a character who just walks around almost feels as if the viewing was superficial. Example, you bring up the talk of the nudity with the soldier. I don't believe the human body is what's really being discussed at all. Here's this young girl who's waiting for a moment where her life may well drastically change. Until this point, her existence of self-worth has been rather vapid, all attached to her physical beauty. In saying that nakedness is rare, one can take away that she has always played a part. She's now at a point in her life where she's not only vulnerable, naked, there's a certain freedom and beauty in that as well. There's also fear of being exposed, of what it will mean if people see you for you and you lack a security blanket. Additionally, there's a thrill in being exposed, in intimacy of sorts with those who've seen all of you, the best and the worst. Cancer makes one vulnerable physically and often mentally and / emotionally. This point is solidified by a rather cold and personal doctor who basically says, yes, you're sick, you have to start chemotherapy, you'll be fine. He leaves, and once again Chloe's more vulnerable than before. She can't ask further questions, she's afraid. Her world is upside down and she's raw and exposed. I didn't mean to totally hijack your review. All opinions are just that, and life would be boring without them. At the same time, I felt the need to point out that it isn't always what's on the surface that reveals meaning. With French New Wave, so often it's what's not said, what lies in the symbolism and possible ambiguity of the film that is really telling the story. It is definitely an acquired taste. And yeah, so that's the comment. And yeah, so I just felt like, they were being constructive with criticism and analysis, and I thought, that's the kind of comments that will make me want to watch a movie again. People who, or give a movie another chance. People who just say, "Oh, you suck," this guy's an idiot. Like, well, well, that's because I'm right. I mean, I never once said I was smart, and once again, I'm like, I never. Well, fine. My comment's gonna stay because the movie does suck. So if I suck because of it, then so be it, But this person actually took the time to say, try and, teach me a thing or two about the movie. And so I'm like, okay, well, then let me give it another shot. And so I gave it another shot. And yeah, I mean, I see a lot more in it the second time around. I feel like I get her character a little more. She doesn't just walk around. You know, leave that for Elevator to the Gallows. Now she just freaking Jeannie Moreau just walks around and looks all miserable and shit, you know, to the tune of Miles Davis. But, you know, Cleo, what's her name? What's the actress's name? I don't remember her name. Corinne Marchand, you know, ends up, you know, is, I think, trying to find something in the world. You know, try and find something to calm her, to bring her, to center her while she's waiting for this news, you know. I feel like she is exploring the world as if she may be seeing it for the last time. And then, when she meets the soldier, you know, that's when, you know, she has this completely different outlook. And I feel like a lot of her dialogue is very beauty, you know, self-centered and very beauty-orientated. Lines like, you know, as long as I'm beautiful, I'm alive, you know, that she says toward the beginning of the movie. And that kind of stuff that kind of says a lot about her character, you know, and the evolution of her character. And at the end, but at the end of the movie, what's weird is that, you know, she says, "Oh, I'm happy, you know, I'm you know, happiest, you know, because she's got the news and she's relieved." But I think at the same time, I think she was enjoying the anticipation. I think she was finding something in that waiting for the news that she lost once she found out, you know, that she's sick. She'll be okay when she starts the chemotherapy. You know, I don't think she's going to get that back. I don't think because she's going to be okay. I think she was enjoying living life, you know, living her life, you know, in this moment of doing what she can, you know, seeing all her friends and all that, going out to the cafes and all that, and just observing people and, you know, seeing everybody, you know, as if it were the last time, you know. So I think, yeah, I definitely feel like Cleo lost something when she got the news. That's all I really had to say. In addition, I feel like a lot of what I said in my original review still stays. I love Michel Legrand's soundtrack. His part in the movie is really cool. The song she sings is really neat, where it's like, you know, it with the black background in the back of the room, the way the camera pans to look, you know, start just focus on her in the black background as if she's not in the room and she's singing directly to the camera. And the way that song kind of, you know, aggravates her because it, you know, she connects it to her life, you know, her current life and all that. Yeah, I think if I want to give it any low of a rating, it's because of the short with Godard and Karina. You know, back in '73, the only Criterion movie, the Godard movie I'd seen was, again, Contempt. Alphaville. I didn't see another Godard movie until 171, which was almost a year after I saw Cleo from 5 to 7. So my opinion of Godard was just, oh, he's this weird guy with glasses who wears shades all the time, you know. Not knowing the torture and pain and grossness of his movies, just, ugh, God, just make a man sick, why don't you? So anyway, yeah, I definitely feel like I need to change my opinion of this movie. Although, I don't know. Godard doesn't say anything. Karina doesn't say anything, although she looks fucking weird with that doll where she gets smashed with the water and she looks up and she's got the weird eyes. Like, it's like, fucking hell. God, save that shit for your own movies. Save that for the next one we're going to have to look at. Oh, God. Enough of that. More of that later. Anyway, let's wrap this up. Cleo from 5 to 7. I hope I was able to give a little more to my discussion. Jay George, if you're watching this, you know, thank you for giving me a reason to give this movie another shot. You know, I don't know if I really would have, you know, because again, I gave it an A. You know, I thought it was passable. You know, I didn't give it. Usually, I'm used to, you know, giving a rating a lower rating. You know, a low rating, and then somebody comments on it and say, "Oh, you got to watch this one again," and then I'm like, all right, you know. and then see if I can upgrade it. But I gave it an A already, and I'm not giving it an A+. I don't think it's that great of a movie. I think Agnes Varda, I think La Pointe Court is still the best of the Agnes Varda movies I've seen. La Pointe Court is their best movie, and that's just again because of this locale, because of the setting and the the plot and the way it has the mini plots and all that. That's still my favorite Varda movie. And I'm curious, do we have any more Varda? While we're on the topic of Varda, do we have any more by her? Let's see. We do not. Oh, this is our last Varda movie for now. Cleo from 5 to 7, Vagabond, La Pointe Court, and Le Bon Air. So yeah, of those 4, although actually, I lied. We do have Varda in the Eclipse series, which we'll talk about in a minute. Varda, which one is that? Agnes Varda in California, series 43. So we've got a couple more. The Eclipse will take care of those later. So yeah, we're not completely. This channel isn't completely done with Varda yet, but I'm done with Varda. So Cleo from 5 to 7. I'm as much as I didn't because I see the new wave in it more. I want to give it a lower rating, but I'm just gonna stick to it being an A. Even though I give it an A, it's still I think it's still not as good as La Pointe Court. That's still her best movie. So, but anyway, we'll see what the Eclipse set will bring to us. So let's wrap this up. Cleo from 5 to 7, A. Here we are. Thank you again, J. George. All right, that's it for today. Tomorrow, if God's willing and the creek don't, Satan's willing and the creek don't rise. Godard's Pierre Le Fou. It's on its way. I'm gonna actually, while we're here, I'm gonna check the library and see if it came in today. And then Last Emperor, I got that one on the way. And then this weekend, and then next week, I'm gonna take a break and let the Eclipser come in because we're behind on. I thought that it'd be a while before we got to another Eclipse series, but we've got a couple. I put a hold on the post-war Kurosawa set, and then we've got the next one after that. We'll do he'll do 2. We'll do the post-war Kurosawa and the Lubitsch musical set, and then I'll probably be back after that. I have to figure out the schedule. So anyway, oh yeah, Pierre Le Fou's in. Pierre Le Fou is in, so we've got work to do tomorrow. So that will be happening tomorrow, and the Last Emperor is still on its way. So we will see. So anyway, Pierre Le Fou tomorrow, and then yeah, Last Emperor this weekend, and then next week the post-war Kurosawa and the other stuff. So anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Don't watch any films with Godard in it or Anna Karina, except unless you're me. And we will see you all tomorrow for the guy I just said. Anyway, until then, goodbye.